Hot diggity dog. Well, that was my pun for the video. So, speed dueling is coming to real life. This is good and bad news. I'm actually kind of excited for this. A little bit more than I should be. It's kind of cool to get a little bit of variance out there. But a lot of the comments I've read is this is already dead before it takes off. So, we'll have to be cautious here when we talk about this. But let's have a discussion nonetheless and fucking dig on into this fucking hot dog, shall we? I know, terrible puns. Deal with it. Alright, so Konami announced, what is it? Basically the equivalent to the Super Starter decks for Duel Links here. For those of you that probably have already heard about this, but basically they're bringing Duel Links to IRL, which is, it's kind of cool. It gives me a little bit of diversity here. So Speed Starter decks are going to contain 3 ready-to-duel starter decks. So for $10, you get 60 cards, and you get 9 skill cards. Now, they finally gave us deck masters. So when I look at these skill cards and things like that, the first thing I think to myself is, cool, so you found a way to materialize the skills to IRL. The ones that you typically get for leveling up, what is it, in Duel Links, Yugi has the ability to add Exodia to his deck as one of his skill cards. And obviously these skill cards, 2 of them I think are going to be the same, and then 1 will be a new one. So you basically are going to have a few choices on how to build your decks, which is kind of cool. So the starter decks are going to have Ishizu, Pegasus, and Yugi versus the Duelist of Tomorrow, which is Kaiba, Mai, and Joey. I don't know why they chose those, but you know what? Fuck it. Ishizu's fine in my book. So, also included are going to be brand new skill cards to change deck building decisions and to flip the table on your opponent. Some of the skills are right out of Duel Links, but as a bonus, each deck contains a brand new original skill for their respective character. All cards in the Duel Links contain a new marker. This is the part that everybody's kind of fucking pissed about. That marker will signify that those cards can be used in speed duels. And only cards with that new marker will be allowed to be used in speed duels. So if a card, say Blue Eyes White Dragon, for example, you have an old copy, you can't play it in speed duel format. Only the one with the speed duel icon will be allowed. But on the good news, on the flip side, you can use these other cards in regular format. So, that's fine by me. Also, the skill cards cannot be used. So, first starter deck is going to have the 20 card Yami deck, 20 card Ishizu, 20 card Pegasus, and then 9 skill cards and 3 alternate variants of cards. And then basically copy that onto the Kaiba, Mai, and Joey side. Whew. Alright. Not that out of the way. So, I'm going to be curious to see how hard they're going to push us. I don't mind. I actually really like the skill card thing. So, don't get me wrong here. I've always inherently loved the Deckmaster concept that the game had back in the day. The ability to have an ability that you could honestly use, when you draw, Heart of the Cards, I drew an old monster, put on the bottom of the deck, something like that. It's just they never really had a concept or a way to implement it. Now, having this be usable under Master Rule 4, though, fucking a nightmare waiting to happen. But I'm not one to think that this is dead right out of the gate. I don't think that. So the fact that they put the card legality thing on it is just Konami wants to sell more product. Yeah, accept it for what it is. For $20, you'll have everything that you need in the speed dueling format just to play. So it doesn't even have a high entry level. Now the fact that this is basically Duel Links format, it's 20 card decks. You can go up to 30, I think, in terms of things. I've only seen a little bit of Duel Links. I've seen some of their more broken shit that they had going on. But my question is going to be, how is Konami going to support this? That's my biggest fear out of this. Are they going to specifically release sets for speed dueling format. What's going on there? In Duel Links format, if they have it be this way, then they're going to have to release reprint sets. And we already know how things like Battle Pack went. Like, you can't release Battle Pack-esque sets for something like this, because the community's not going to buy that. It's going to flop. Now, on the flip side of this, the way that I think you could approach this, Konami, is if you really want to push this, then give us some goddamn good reprints. You want your player base to buy your product? Reprints. You'll hear me on that there? Reprints. Yes. So, you sugarcoat it, you repackage it, you throw in some shitty monsters that you want in Duel Links. You did it. I'm going to be really disappointed if, going forward in core sets, you give like half of our set speed duel symbols, and like, oh hey, yeah, you can play that one, and that one, and that one. But Robbie yawns, because here's the thing. It's not going to be, you can't terraform the entire game of Yu-Gi-Oh! With the mentality of, well, we put a speed duel symbol on it, so it's got to be legal now, right? Right? It's a cool concept. I will give them that. To make the entire card pool and things like that re-legalized for this, that's the question that I'm going to have. You're also going to have to continuously add support to this pile. There are a lot of questions, though. The way current Duel Links is, I mean, things like Amazonians, for hires are legal. There's a lot of like more variety in things. So I mean, obviously, adjusting from the actual game to actual physical cardboard is going to be a much slower task. But they could very well have this be the third form of Yu-Gi-Oh! I heard a couple of people joking, like, oh boy, this isn't even like Yu-Gi-Oh! This is just Yu-Gi-Oh! 2. And there's been a long acquainted, like, line of conspiracy going on. It's like, oh no, Konami can't fix actual Yu-Gi-Oh! So fuck it, we're gonna just release Yu-Gi-Oh! 2. Fuck all your previous support. This is the drop-off. No, I don't think that to be the case at all. I think having another new format to play on top of like traditional and advanced. I mean, you know how many formats fucking Magic's got going on here? They got fucking Pauper, Modern, Standard, Legacy, like 30 other fan favorites that they come up with. And Magic supports that shit. So for Yu-Gi-Oh! To be doing this, I want to give it some time and I want to see where it goes. For as much of a competitive player as I am in this game, to see a little bit of something new spice up kind of gives me vested interest back in the game, to have a little bit of fun. I'm definitely wanting to see where these skill cards go, though. I think the inclusion of skill cards is like the mechanic for the 20 card decks. I mean, hell, you'll get, 3 monster zones of each if this is like Duel Links format, truly. So, something else to consider is, those skill cards are going to be really interesting. There's, I don't know, sit down and play the format a little bit before we complain. I don't like the legalization thing at all. I understand that you're trying to make it its own card pool and things like that. But I'm going to hit you back with the question I asked earlier. Are we going to be creating reprint sets for this? Are we going to be doing 4 sets a year for this? On top of the already large pool of sets coming out, now to allow these things to be legal. Do you expect this to catch on? Do you expect your player base to buy this? I mean, this is... I expect some locals, maybe, to give some consideration to this. I'm sure they're already counting this as like an officialized thing. Are you going to allow tournament stores to host events like this, or are you going to say no? Are we going to get promos and stuff available only to Hobby League stores in order to support this? What's going on here? There's a lot of gray areas that Konami has, I don't think, answered these questions for. And if you want this to be successful, these questions are going to have to get answered. But it's a good start, Konami. I applaud you. You're trying. I'm looking forward to personally testing out these decks. Maybe we'll have a little bit of fun speed dueling on here, you know. Be a little bit of interesting changes to kind of see where, you know, things go. But as for a cash grab for new product, good job. Good job, you really tried. But, I mean, hey, at least you can have these cards be legal in current TCG format, so it's not like your money's going to total shit, you know. If they release something good in the set that's, you know, an exclusivized product, well, fucking good job. Probably gonna need 3 of it, so it looks like you're gonna be buying a lot of starter decks. Hope you enjoy having a lot of skill cards laying around, so. But, you know, something to play with friends for $10? Fuck it. So okay, guys, please leave a comment down below to me what you guys think about these new decks. And, well, fuckerinos. I'm out. Deucerinos. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.